Students, you can see that this is a grand test paper, first paper, morning paper. I have solved almost all the questions. My opinion is this is undoubtedly a difficult paper, still easy to score some marks. It is like 6 plus 6 plus 6. First 3 comma minus 7, next partial marking based multi-correct answers, followed by integers. So very clear, I can say that in this you could select some questions. If I am in your shoes, I will select the 19th question. I will select the 20. See, 22 can be done but last. 23 can be done instantly. 24 can also be done. 25 can also be done. 26 takes time, last. If required, leave it. 27, as it is previous IIT question. 28 can also be done. At least one option you can mark in that. 29, most easiest question out of multi-correct answer type. 30, I won't do at all. It's lengthy, basically. 31 can comfortably be done. 32 also can be done. You need to have some patience. 33 is your choice. You require some basic information to do. 34 can easily be done. 35 can also be easily done. 37 can easily be done. 37 can also be easily done. We have to lift it. ఒక్క నిమిషం ఆగు ఒక్క నిమిషం. So 36 can also be done, but a bit lengthy. So my very first option is how to score more marks in less time. You take the first question. What is that you need to understand from the given data is no current flows through the source. There is no current in this part. What does this indicates? No current means in this loop, net current is 0. Means the drop across this is same as the drop across this. So across R, I know the drop, which is V1 sin omega t plus 5. Total is V2. And the drop is Vc here. Now we are very clear, V2 and VR having phase difference 5. Very clear. That's the phase difference. So tan phi is 1 by omega c by R. So R tan phi is 1 by omega c. Yes, sir. This is an easiest question. You can start with this question actually. Even this question is also easy. You have transformer arrangement. Fine. See, what is the ratio of potentials? V1 by V2 is N1 by N2. Hold on. L is proportional to N square. You take any form, solenoid or whatever, N square, proportional to N square, number of turns square. The L1 by L2 is N1 by N2. So N1 by N2 is root L1 by L2. So V1 by V2 is root L1 by L2. Clearly, these two questions can be done in no time. So it takes some time. Actually, if you remember this formula, accordingly, you can fix options out of these two. These two are not possible. Among these two, which satisfies this relation, we check. But still, I will do it last. See, in this question also, this is not actually a very difficult question. Technically speaking, this is not a very difficult question actually. So what I have noticed in this question is, you take the initial condition. Initially, what is happening is, spring is relaxed, above it is purely vacuum. mg by A is the pressure on the gas by the weight force. And gas exert P force, which is nRT by V0. This is the initial condition. Now, you displace that by x up. Spring will exert downward force. Weight force is downwards. Pressure force is upwards. Net is downward acceleration. This particular equation I have written. Keep it aside. Keep it aside. But remember, they are fast changes as they themselves are mentioned adiabatic. So in this instant, pressure is given as nRT by V naught, V naught. You can see directly because now the volume is V naught plus AX. Since X is very small, you use binomial expansion to reach till here, pressure relation. And you use this pressure equation in this equation. And that equation follows like this. So I have used the initial condition to avoid these two. Finally, I got a relation like this. Finally, I got a relation for acceleration in terms of x. Whatever the constant you have, that you will write as omega. Don't worry for your answer. See, this is the answer. Out of 4 options, which one matches here, you need to see. There is no volume term here. Now, V naught, A by V naught term is available here. A by V naught is nothing but mg by nRT naught. That I have substituted here. That allowed me to find F. Actually, you don't do this initially. You take some time and do it. This can be done. See, in a difficult paper, you need to find out the hope, the problems that you could definitely do. This can be done. And there is no formula relation in this case. So you failed in this, right? This is the most easiest question out of all. Yeah, see, I have done this in C frame of reference. Now, what you said? A symmetric block of mass m having notch. Find the time period, small time period of oscillation, which means you are lifted till here, which makes an angle theta. This is very small. Very small in the sense almost a vertical component of velocity is negligible. But then in C frame of reference, this is the kinetic energy. And at this point, this is the potential energy, and this should remain constant. Remember, this is the only hope for you. When I am defining V relative is R d theta by dt, because you are defining this with respect to this. And angle is small, so sin theta is theta. Theta can be written as x by r. These two, wherever required, I will use. So I have differentiated. Energy method I have done, SHO. Energy method, differentiation is done. I got A relative as a function of x, and whatever is here, that is omega term. From there, I got the time period term. Very simple. See, very small oscillations, you can use this. Very large oscillations, you cannot use this. Why? Because very large oscillations, you cannot convert sin theta to x by r. Similarly, V relative concept won't work. Okay. Right. Next, 24 also easy question. Please try to understand what is the meaning of this graph. If I am plotting voltage as versus current graph, what I will see is voltage versus current graph. See, after certain moment, the graph will become parallel to V axis. It's become a constant current like this. So whatever you say, maximum is 2 amps. Maximum is 2 amps. That's all. So now maximum allowed current is 2 amps. And main current is 3 amps. So 1 amp goes into this. So at that instant, what is going to be the resistance? I will find it like this. 2 into 5 is equal to I into 20. Why? Because at point 2, the resistance is exactly 5 ohms from the slope of the graph. So therefore, no, 1 minute. 1 minute. I have tried actually like this. And I assumed under linear conditions, what could be done. Then I went wrong. That's the reason why I should inform you. This is a wrong method. So don't take linear conditions. So that is the reason why I went wrong. No option was matching here. Later on, what I have done, I have assumed 3 amps is going. You do whatever, maximum is 2 amps that goes through this. And the potential drop across these 2 points is the same. So therefore, what I have noticed is 9 into 4, done. I square into 20, done. 4 square into area 2 into resistance of D is the same as 1 into 20. Resistance of D is 20 by 2, 10 ohm at that instant. So I square, I got 96 watt. 96 watt is absolutely correct. This can be done. Please try to understand till this point, 1, 2, 3, 4 questions can be done. Minimum 12 marks you will get. I'll discuss these questions later. अरे यार इसमें कुछ भी नहीं है. You need to do dimensional analysis. That's all. I haven't done anything. It's a previous IT question. I used the data, position, given position term I have written, given speed term I have written, given acceleration written, given momentum term, given acceleration term. With this, I have linked all. That's all. I didn't do anything new. Used this data, linked all. See, used these 3 data here, used these 3 data here again. I got different relations. That relations I have checked with the options. I got all. Only thing is you need to know how to write it like this. And I think no student should miss a question. Next thing, this is also an easy, at least one option you can manage. For example, you don't know anything. Finally, what is going to happen? An inductor behaves like a conductor, which means the entire thing is short circuited. Put this out of the picture. So what will happen? The current goes like this. What is the current? Simply E by R. At least one option you can mark. Otherwise also, immediately after closing to, I'm assuming the current through this is I2 and the current through this is I1. And I've applied Ohm's law condition, Kirchhoff loop rule for this loop. So what I got is 2L di2 by dt plus I1 plus I2R is equal to E for this loop. Next, for this loop, I have applied L di1 by dt plus I1R plus I1 plus I2R is equal to E. I got 2 equations. I have done 1 minus 2 so that I can avoid these two. Finally, I got this. Don't forget, you want the charge that flows through this resistance, which means you want the integration of this. I have restructured this equation. You can see 2L di2 minus L di1 minus I1 dtr. Integral I1 dt is what I want actually. That is the Q into R. Baki sub. Are integral di2. In this, where is the 2L inductor? Right. In this, final current is E by R. In this, final current is 0. Initial current is E by 2R. So I have modified all. I got a Q as pi EL by 2R square. That's what given over here. This could be done. See, right now, multi-correct answers 2 I have done. 2. Which means 8 and previously 12. 20 marks already I had. And this is one of the easiest question actually. See, blue circle represents just before collision. Remember the expression what you have given, the expression what you have given, normally radius formula is mv by bq. So you have given r by 2 as a d. So therefore, what will happen is it will strike at this point. It will strike at this point, so that it makes an angle of 30 degrees within normal. Now resolve this into 2 components. One normal component vanished because perfect inelastic collision. The other component, V by 2, remains the same. Now for V by 2, radius becomes, further V by 2, radius becomes R is equal to mv by 2 bq. Are what they have given is the same. What they have given is the same. Which means exactly at this point, it takes a quarter circle like this, a quarter circle like this, a quarter circle like this, because once it goes out, it again. So what I have assumed is an arc that subtend 30 degrees, another arc that subtend 90 degrees. So which means 30 degrees is one arc, 90 degrees is another one. So literally, what is the different timings? One is 30 degrees and t by 12, 90 degrees and t by 4. Sum up gives you 2 pi m by 3 bq. This comfortably you can do. So now 12 plus 12, 24 mark. You stop doing physics paper else if you don't know any other question. Only with these 3 questions, you can do 24 marks. Right. This is the most easiest question. What they have said, I'm not reading the question. Why? Because everyone would have gone through the question. Just finishing up paper discussion in a short time. Here you have one concave mirror. Here you have another concave mirror. They said after 3 reflections, object and image should coincide. So what I have done, I've taken first reflection here. If the second reflection happens over here, ray will retrace. Then again the image will form there only. That's all. One condition, if you know, you are done. You know, I'm assuming this as U. I know V. V is minus 2R. From here, it is a 2R, no? From here, this distance is 2R. Substituted. So from here, I got U as 2R by 3. Unfortunately, we will mark 2R by 3 also. They are asking it from the center. R by 3. R by 3 means 0.33 R. R is 1 meter. Answer is 0.33. At least this question can be done. 24 plus 4, 28 marks by this time. Next. This is also easy question. Only thing you same like how the way we have done a magnetics question same. So at the moment when you drop here, it will strike like this. This is theta, this is theta. It will have 2 components. Okay, vertical component vanishes. Only horizontal component remains. What is the horizontal component? Before that, what is V? It is falling from a height of 2 meters. So V is equal to root 2 GH, 2 root G. Now what is this component? 2 root G cos theta. We know cos theta, 2 by 3. They have given every information. This is 2, this is 3. With this, I got Vx, 4 by 3 root G. Again, the problem is when it goes, string gives some impulse. Again, resolve components. This one. A Vx ko again you are resolving component perpendicular to string along the string. Along the string component vanishes. Now what is there here? Perpendicular component. Again, what is that amount? Again, that is Vx cos theta. 4 by 3 root G, 2 by 3. 8 by 9 root G. That is immediately after taking into A. And you apply energy conservation. Half mv perpendicular square. That is the Ke immediately after taking into air. That is what you call mgr 1 minus cos alpha. I am assuming it goes to a maximum angle alpha. Loss in Ke, gain in potential energy. 1 minus 3 times 1 minus cos alpha is a H. So after solving, I got 32 by 81. They will definitely give good ranges. Just you can manage. Even at the 80 anukona, but issues me. Example. Range is that. They'll give you range. Easy question. Pakka easy question. 33 I will discuss last. Now you see 34th question. In this question, better you do the problem in C frame. I know this is the inclined plane. Now you see the forces. If this is mg, this will experience 2 mg force. Means 20 m. I'm taking G as a 10. And 1 minute. First, in C frame of reference, what is the acceleration? I'm taking this all as horizontal, but it's not horizontal. Actually, this plane, I am representing it like this for my convenience. What is ACM? Apply all external forces. See, 2m, no? Its component 2 mg sine 53, 4 by 5. That will become 8 mg by 5. Weight of this 4 mg by 5. Upward force 2 mg. That is the reason minus by total mass 3m. I got 4 by 3 meters per second square. You know how to do such problems in C frame. In C frame, each block will experience pseudo force 4 by 3m for m mass, 8m by 3 for 2m mass. This is m mass and this is a 2m mass. Apart from this, weight 8 mg by 5. Are 5 to 16 m. Right. Similarly, 4 mg by 5. 5 to 8 m. Right. This is downward direction. This is down the inclined plane direction. Upward, you have again this 2 mg force. 2 mg means 20 m. So you know what happens? This block I am assuming displacing up by x1. This block assuming displacing down by x2. Remember, what is the condition of maximum elongation? Velocity should become zero. Instantaneous velocity of both the blocks must become zero. There is a maximum elongation condition. In C frame, okay, total force on this is 40 by 3m. Similarly, total force on this is 40 by 3m, but in this direction 40 by 3m, in this direction 40 by 3m. In this direction, work done is 40 by 3m x1. In this direction, 40 by 3m x2. Total work is this. This entire work is stored in spring as elastic potential energy. From this, I got x1 plus x2 as 80 by 3 m by r. Solving nearly, you got 27. See, remember, C frame is what you need to apply. Similarly, in this question also, what is that happening is you have projected with V0, V0. Momentum is a constant. Finally, what will happen? Both the beads will come here. Even the ellipse ring also moves in this direction. Initial momentum, final momentum. So I got Vx. So what is the situation finally? Initially, only kinetic energy is with these two. Finally, kinetic energy of the system. That's the reason why beats kinetic energy, ring kinetic energy. Fortunately, their masses are same. So after doing calculation, I will get Vy square. I got Vy square as Vy as 1 by root 3 V naught. That is not your answer. Vx square plus Vx square plus Vy square under root is your answer. That is 7 by 9 V naught square. V is root 7 by. Remember, this is the velocity of the bead. Velocity just before collision. So comfortably you can do this. Only worry is the calculation. At least you can do this. Next, in this question, what is happening? When you are closing the switch, I am assuming, there is Pathfinder question. You can see in my notes, you will find this question. When you close this switch, I am assuming some Q charge transferred from here to here. Let that be small q. I am assuming that some Q charge transferred. Right. Now what I am doing, what is the potential of the inner, this one? Minus KQ by R, because you said Q transferred from this is a neutral one. You said Q transferred, so it have minus Q. And due to this, you will have this potential, right? You said some Q charge on the surface. So KQ by 3R. That is all the potential on the inner one. What is the potential on the outer one? Array, forget about all. This entire enclosure contains Q charge. So therefore, the potential of this is KQ by 3R. Solving which I got Q as Q by 4. Finally, inside minus Q by 4. Outside, this is how distributes. Remember, outside distribution goes like this. So now clearly what I can say is that what do you call inside minus 1 by 4. In the place of x, you have 1 by 4. In the place of y, you have 3 by 4. They are asking x plus 2 by 1 by 4 plus 6 by 4. This is 7 by 4, 1.7. Just, you may have a doubt how you got, you see net charge condition. You take the net charge condition. If you don't take the net charge condition, what will happen? You will have already Q charge here. So now please try to take the net charge condition. You will get this condition. Okay. You already agreed to me that this enclosure is having some Q charge. That Q is this. But the transferred charge, conservation purpose, why I will explain minus 3Q by 5. Are inside what is the charge? Q minus Q by 4. What is the net of this 3Q by 4 inside? So the flux should end on the inner surface. Minus 3Q by 4. Okay, non-uniform. Who cares for that? No issues. That's it. So easy questions I have done. Remember, Okay, you may miss 36, but you should not miss 35. Should not miss 34. You should not miss 32. All these are 4 marks and no negative marking. But 12 marks here, and this is definite question. 16 marks here. This is a definite question. 20 marks here. At least one option you can manage. 21. Definite previous IIT question. 25. This two I'll discuss later. 25. This you can do. 28. This you can do. 31. Okay, leave it. This you can do. 34. This you can do. 37. That's all. 37 marks can comfortably be scored from this paper. But only issue is proper selection you will miss. Yeah, this question, nothing I have done. Nothing I have done. They have conserved energy. Very simple. Here, energy conservation gives VB. Here, energy conservation gives VC. Now I took option A. Take option A. Equated the conditions. I got sine theta 1 by 4. Correct. Took option B. Option B. I got the condition. The B is done. See, times you cannot predict. I left totally. I just marked A and B. I left. Fortunately, C and D are not in the option. Otherwise, also I'll mark A, B only. These I am no. I am well aware. Right. This one, you need to know this formula. Lot of students might not. That is the reason I said even you leave this, no issues. See, most of you know that this formula, 3 by 10 MR square, but no one knows moment of inertia about this slanting side. That is given as MR square by 4, 1 plus 3 cos square alpha. That is a 13 by 16 MR square. 13 by 16 MR square. Now what I have done, I will explain clearly. Now see, now here you see this is the center of mass of the cone. With respect to this axis, center of mass is 2h by 3 from here. So I took a circle of radius r, and I know this angle is 60 degrees. From this, I have determined r. I got r as almost capital R. Capital R means the radius of the base. Now, what is that I have done? VCM is equal to r omega, which is 2 meters per second. Done. Next, I want omega dash, this one. So, how I will get omega dash, I'll explain. About this axis, omega dash is nothing but VCM by R dash. R dash means this distance. You said this is instantaneous axis. So I am assuming the entire thing is rotating like this. This is VCM. I know VCM. R dash VCM you can use to determine omega dash. I have determined omega dash. I got 2 root 3 radians per second. I applied KE about this axis. I got 39 by 4 Joule. But I don't expect that you will do this question. You may learn now at least. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, this question is also simple question. Only thing, my capability in this question is I have identified from the given data x is equal to 0, x is equal to 0.1, say lambda by 4. I have identified lambda. From time period, I have identified omega. I have identified speed of the wave. At least worst case, one option you can do this. One option, 1 mark at least. Now, remember, x is equal to 0 is an anti-node. Well, that's very clear. And here you can see x is equal to 0 is an anti-node, and at t is equal to 0, displacement is 0. So therefore, and thereafter it is going in the negative direction. Y is a negative. So for such a condition, equation is like this. This you need to know. You have an idea. If you can identify this equation, everything is solved. Then what happens? I have done dy by dt. You asked at some x, at some t, what is going to be the displacement, what is going to be the velocity. I've just substituted in these equations. I got the answer. My skill lies in writing this equation, remember. Remember, my skill lies in writing these equations. That's all. So, basically, in this paper, Undoubtedly difficult questions. If I'm an average student, when a number one student 60 by 60, I could hardly cross 30. Now a number one student now may score around 50, 52 marks in this paper. At least we should score 24, 25 marks in this. What are my questions? I will explain. 3 marks, 3 marks, 6 marks, 3 marks, 9 marks. Okay, leave it. One option in this 10, 4, 14. One option at least in this 15. 4 marks in this 19. 4 marks in this. Reading is important in this. 23. छोड़ दो. It is this 28. That's all. I have solved 28 marks with less number of selections. So don't come with a preparation that these things are about to be given. Likewise, that will spoil your nature of preparation. Okay, right. Second paper I will post it tomorrow.